Hey everyone, Mike Sherry here, back at Sherry Vans. I have an awesome pre-owned mobility vehicle to show you today. We just took this in. It's a 2019, it's a Toyota Sienna, and it is an XLE with the VMI side entry Northstar conversion. This is the Cadillac of all conversions for side entry mobility. We sell these brand new, and they really work out really slick. So I'll show you all the mobility equipment, and then we'll jump into the van side. Being a Toyota, it's known for its reliability, has under 17,000 miles, and is very well taken care of and very clean inside and out. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll just walk on in here. I've got the ramp deployed right now, and I've got both sliding doors open. I'm sitting back here on the back bench with seats up to 3. And let's take a look here. So we've got the lowered floor. So VMI lowers this floor to allow for your ADA compliant roof height here. It's 56.5, I believe, inches there. So we've got plenty of space there. Also, we've got lowered floor up front here. So they use the factory seats and put them on these removable pedestals that, if you see there's a wheel there, these seats can just be disconnected here, the electric, and then you pull on this, and those wheels will allow that chair to just wheel right on out, and you can store it in your garage. And the reason you might want to do that, say if you're in your wheelchair and you want to sit up front, there's securements down in the floor, so you can do that. Speaking of this floor, it's nice rubberized type material down here on the floor. Also, the driver's seat can be removed. So if you're in your chair and you want to drive, there is capabilities of that on this van. And VMI, I believe, is the only one that does this. They have where you can interchange these seats. So the reason you'd want to do that, say you started out driving on a road trip, and maybe you got a little tired, and now the passenger wants to drive. Well, they obviously can't fit in your wheelchair very easily, and you need to sit in that. So this passenger seat can be moved over here to the driver's seat, and there's a seatbelt accessory there, so you can still use a seatbelt and all that. So pretty slick idea there. Also, another thing a lot of people don't realize, you can fit up to 2 wheelchairs in here. You can do one here or one here, and then one back here in the center section. So down here in the floor, we've got our all the securement areas down here. And then this here is an override for the ramp where you can manually crank that in and out if you had to. This is the electronic override where you can just push these buttons and the ramp will go in and out electronically in case the automatic system fails, which I'll show you. And I always tell people that because I always want them to know, but I've never once had a customer say, you know, I had to use any of those fail proofs. But it's peace of mind. It's nice to know that there is some in case that would happen. Rear heat and air conditioning controls can be controlled back here or up front there. All leather seats in here. This is the bench I was sitting in back here. Seat belts for up to 3. And then we've got heat and air ducts all throughout the ceiling here. Super clean, like I mentioned. All right, let's go ahead and let's talk about the ramp and how this system works. First of which I'll show you here, and then we'll get out of the way. Got my tape measure out here. This is a 30-inch wide ramp. So for you out there measuring, you want to know that, that's what it is. To deploy, you can do it just here with the keyless entry. There's also a button inside. I'll show you when we get to the front to deploy it. So if we just hold the power sliding door for this side, the ramp is going to go in and the van is going to raise. So this van has the power kneel, which brings the rear of the van down. If you see, the rear of the van is actually raising up. Now the door is closing. The rear of the van is still going up. It drops about, I think, 4 or 6 inches or so. So that allows that to be a much more gentle approach for the ramp, so you can get your chair in and out safely and without a lot of effort. So I just opened it up. Again, all you do is hold that button for about 2 seconds and the door will come out, or the door will open. Let me go ahead and close it. Sometimes if you do it too fast, if it's not all the way up, it won't quite deploy the whole system here. So let's give it a second here and we'll go ahead and open her up. Okay, I can hear it working now. So out the ramp comes, and if you watch, the van is dropping down now. Man, that works slick. And still dropping, still dropping, still dropping, and it's done. So hold it again. Ramp will come in and the van will raise up. Isn't that cool? So VMI adds a ground effect here. So I mentioned they lowered the floor. They actually raised the van up a little bit, and they add ground effects, which makes it look factory. You've got side steps here to get into the passenger side on this side and then the driver's side on the other. It's in like a granite color. It's got a metallic flake in the paint. Really looks good. It is an XLE trim, which is a higher end trim. Got a lot of nice safety features and a lot of nice options on it. We've got power defrosting rear window back here, and then it's got built-in wiper blade up there, but it's hidden, which is nice, so it's out of sight and also out of the sun. You know, the wipers, the sun beats down on them, really tears up the rubber after a while, just degrades the rubber. We've got alloy wheels here from the factory, Michelin tires. Tires should be in great shape, which should be with only 17,000 miles on it. I had this door open earlier. Let's go ahead and open it up again here. This door is just another way to access inside the van. Nothing happens mobility wise when you raise or when you open the door on the driver's side here. Outside looks really good. I don't see any major defects. I'm sure there's a couple small scratches that I'm just not seeing. If I do see them, I'll definitely point them out, but appears to be pretty flawless. Front windshield, I don't see any rock chips or splits in it, and it does have a moonroof that opens up top there, which is pretty cool. All right, let's come on in, and I mentioned safety features. This has got blind spot monitoring. It's got lane assist, and it also has a pedestrian collision avoidance system in it, so a lot of nice safety features there. Seat is in excellent shape, again, leather seat, and then this is factory seat, and it's full power. I just mentioned they just make the pedestal is changed up a little bit since the floor's dropped, but it is factory seat and very comfortable. Now they put push button starts in these, so you just have to have the key inside the vehicle and push that to start with your foot on the brake pedal. Steering wheel is leather wrapped. Turn the radio down. I was jamming on my way over here. Drives out really nice, by the way. Under 17,000 miles, 16,961 miles, and no warning lights on the dash. Power windows, locks, and mirrors all over here. And then you can open up those rear windows back here, the third row. You turn on and off the power doors right here. And then these two buttons down here, these are from VMI. You can turn off that power kneel. And customers do that if they're parking next to a curb and they don't want the van to drop because they don't need it to. And you can turn on and off the ramp. Say you're not using it for mobility purpose, you can just kick both of those things off and the van will work just as it would have from the factory. We've got, again, lane assist, collision avoidance, and then we've got volume tuning, hands-free connectivity, so you can talk on your cell phone on this without holding your cell phone and being distracted while driving. You got programs up here where you can program up to 3 garage door openers and built-in compass into the rear view mirror. We got a touchscreen radio here. I'm going to put it in reverse. We'll check out that backup camera. Nice big screen, easy to see. CD player up there as well. Heat and air controls. There's 3 zones in this, and it's really easy to do. You have driver zone, you have passenger zone, and you have rear zone. And I like how you can all control them right here. And this button right here is my favorite button. You just sync them all together. Heated seats up front here, and then spots to plug in your phone, USB, and you got 12-volt power down here. I think this is a beverage holder here, and then spot for your phone down here, and then keyless entry. I showed you this a couple times but never talked about it. We've got lock, unlock. These are for the power doors, and this is for the power lift gate, and this is for the panic or the alarm. Another power outlet down there, and more power outlets on down here. I think there's even a household type outlet right there. This button right here is from VMI. If you push that, that will open up the door and put out the ramp. This is the Auto Check History Report provided by Experian. That's a well-known name in the credit world industry. So what they do is they gather information that you just can't see by looking at a used vehicle. And this is pertinent information. And for those of you who are shopping around for a mobility vehicle, definitely ask for one of this. There's so many mobility vehicles out there that have salvage titles, so just be cautious of that. This one is not by any means, and it shows right here. It shows title clean, no auction listings where it was any damage was listed at auction, no accident or prior damage, no open recalls, no insurance loss, no odometer check, no service or repairs that are open. So nice clean bill of health there. We post these on our website for you to dig in. There's usually a few pages to look at, and it's really user friendly. So if you have any questions on this, give us a call. These pre-owned like this in great shape, sell really, really fast. So if you're interested in this, call call, make sure it's still available before you come in. As always, we've got a great selection of minivans, both side entry like this and the more simple rear entry if you're looking for something like that. We do have fleet deals if you are a business and looking to operate one of these vehicles as part of your business. We can help you out there. And we also offer customizable full-size conversion vans, which very few dealers out there do. So take a look at all of our offerings on our website, sherryvans.com. And as always, thanks for hanging out. My name is Mike Sherry, and we hope to see you soon.